Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So on day 12 of Kubernetes series, today we are going to understand about secrets. In previous video, which was day 11, we have already discussed about config maps. So config map we were using for non-sensitive informations, but secret we use for sensitive informations like your credentials, your certificate files, or maybe your API keys. So for that purpose we use a secret. So let's understand in more detail about secrets, then we will move to a demonstration. Okay, so basically when we use Kubernetes secrets for our application configuration or application credentials, first we need to encode this secrets. Like we cannot directly use a plain text format. First we have to convert our secret into base64 format, which is called base64 encoding. So it basically base64 encoding is not a real encryption, but it helps your credentials to store safely basically when we do a transmission during ML file. So it will be, your credentials will be safe, it will not be visible as it is. So this is a very important thing. When you are going to use Kubernetes secrets, you have to convert your secrets or your credentials into base64 encoding. So there are many ways which you can use to convert your secret on this particular format, because the converted base64 encoded format only you have to use in your secrets file. So suppose, let's take an example here. Suppose my username is my user and password is super secret pass. So first we need to convert both my username and my password to this base64 encoding format. Then we will use those credential or the converted or encoded values in our secret file. Now the question is, why are Kubernetes secrets important? Because they keep sensitive data safe. No need to put password or keys directly in your code or Docker image. So let's take one more example here. So if you are going to use Kubernetes secrets in Kubernetes, like you are not going to put in your application code or in your Docker image, in that case what you can do, you can use the same Docker image across the multiple environments, because as we know, configurations keeps changing based on the environment. So there is a one benefit you will get in case if your credential is going to expire or maybe your certificate is about to renewal, then you do not need to build entire image. What you have to do, you have to simply update your Kubernetes secrets, and you have to restart your application pod, and your application will fetch the latest or updated credentials from Kubernetes secrets. Easy to manage, because we are going to store all the secret in one secure place inside Kubernetes, and we can also use like we can basically control the access as well on particular secrets. Like whoever have access, those persons can only access your credentials. Apart from, nobody else can have, or nobody will have access on those credentials itself. So these are the few benefits which we will get if we are using Kubernetes secrets. And it is also recommended and best practices. We should not hard code any values inside our application code, or if you are using Docker image, like you basically we are generating a Docker image from the application code itself. So basically, in short, we should not hard code any sensitive informations inside or in your application code. And we should also not kept those in GitHub or any repository which you are going. Okay, now let's move to a demonstration part. So let me go to my folder, which is day 12. So here I have two files, which first is mysecret.ml and second is nginxsecretdemo.ml. So this is the file which we are going to use or create our secrets, and this is the part, this is the application, nginx application, where we are going to use those credentials or those secrets which we are going to create as part of this file. So let me go to mysecret.ml file. So this is the API version which we have to use. Kind will be secret because we are going to create a resource as a kind, and this is the name of our secret which we will create. And you can see one thing here, type is equal to Opaque. So basically this is the default type used when you want to store custom data like your username, password, API keys or secret informations. So for that you have to use a type. So this is the one type. There are many types which you can use here, and there under data you define your username and password. So this is the key and this is the value. So again we are using here key value format here. So this pass username is encrypted here and the password is also encrypted. So the actual username is my user and the actual password is super secret passwords. So to encode this, what you can do, let me go to my readme file. So if you are on a Linux terminal, you can use this format. So you can convert, or we have some online editor as well from which you can convert these. So what we will do, we will use online editor. So that we have one base64 encode. So here I will simply copy my username, which is my user, and I will click on encode. So you can see we get a value vx and last we have vy. So if I'll verify my credential in my secret file, so this is the same value which we have specified. Same for password as well. So actual password will be this value inside your container, but we will kept is an encoded format in our configuration file or in our YAML file. So if I go to my password here, which is super secret pass, and if I encode this, so again we will get same value which start from C3. So if I'll go back here, so here you can also see this is the same value C3. So that's how basically we can convert, or we can convert our credentials to base64 format. So there are many ways which you can use to convert those secrets. You can use a PowerShell as well. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me first create my secret. Okay, let me move to Visual Studio here. Let me copy the content as well. Okay, now I will apply this file kubectl apply -f and file name. To verify, we will simply search kubectl get ccr secrets. So here we can see this is the name of our secret which we have defined under metadata, and this is the type which is Opaque, and data you can see two, because we have two values, username and password. That's why we are getting two values, and age also, like 8 seconds ago we have created these secrets. So if you want to see this in a ML format, like actual value, okay, so for this what we can do, not actual value, basically we have to decode it. So if you have to verify in ML format, what you can do, okay, let me go to my terminal. Okay, I think it's not copied. Okay, let me copy it again. So actually this is the command kubectl get secret. This is the name of secret and -o and ML format basically. So let me copy it. So here if you come, you will see the username and password here. This is the same which we have applied in this secret file. Okay, now let me clear the screen. Now let's create our deployment file. So I'll go to nginx-secret.demo.ml file. Let me create this file first. Okay, now here basically we are going to deploy our nginx application. And so if you see till here we have everything same which we have already discussed. And here is the interesting part. So we are going to cover two parts here. So we are going to use those secrets as a environment variables, and second we are going to mount those secrets as a file. So two ways we can use our secrets inside our application or container. So here what we are going to use an environment variable. This is the name of environment variable, which is my_app_username, and value from where you want the value of this variable. So this is the secret key reference which we are using. So if I'll go to my, let me open another window. Okay, let me go to my VS Code itself. So here if you see the name which is my app credential. So if I'll minimize this, so this is the name we are using here. So basically we are referencing here, okay, fetch this value or the name from this particular secret, and the key we are defining here username as a key inside the secret. Same for password. Okay, so value from secret reference and key will be password. And another way we can use to mount the secret, entire secret as a file in a directory. So here this is the volume mount we are going to use, and this is the name of our secret, sorry, volume, which is secret hyphen volume, and this is the mount path. So on this location we are going to mount inside the container, and here we are also applying read only is equal to true, because so nobody can edit it. So it will, that file will have only read only permissions. And here we are referencing our secret name which we have created. Okay, so now let me copy this content and let me close this file. Let me paste the content here. Okay, now let me apply this file, kubectl apply -f and file name. Okay, so let me clear it and let's verify the pod status. Kubectl get pods. So it is creating. So let's wait couple of seconds. Okay, so now the status is up and running. Now if you want to verify the secret which we have passed as an environment variable and the volume mount. So to check this, what we can do, we have to first enter inside the container. So this is the pod name. So let me copy the command. So if I'll go here, so we have to use kubectl exec hyphen it and the pod name. Let me close this. Okay, it's not copied. Let me type it, kubectl exec hyphen it and your pod name, which is nginx secret. Okay, and here we will use --/win and /bash. Let me just re-verify it. So we have a hyphen space. Okay, let me check if I put space here. Okay, we have. So now let me enter it. So we are inside the container. You can see it now. We have logged in as a root. So now we are inside the container. So first verify the environment variable. So for this, what we will do, we will simply print the output. So we will use echo and $, and this is the name, my app username. So let me paste it. So here we are getting a response, my user, which was the actual username which we have passed. And same you can do for password as well. So if we are getting a correct output, it means the environment variable which we have used to fetch the secrets, it is working fine. So we are getting a value of our password as well. So this was from the using the environment variables. Now let's verify from the volume mount. So for this, if I'll do ls and let me copy this path. So here you can see we are getting two username and passwords. To see the actual value, what we have to do, we have to read it. So for that we can use cat command, cat/etc/ and let me see first password. So here you can see the output, super secret pass. So this is the password which we have specified. Similarly you can read for username as well. So here we get a response, my user is the username which we have specified. So that's how basically you can use in real time Kubernetes secrets to store your sensitive data. And this is the way basically you can use either environment variables or volume mounts. So I hope it's clear. In case if you have any doubts, you can ping me over comment box. So that's all for today. See you in next video. Thank you so much.